Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer. Today it's Yarn Porn Friday! Alright, so I know I've showed you guys a lot of yarn this week. It's been a good week. Today, the yarn that I'm showing you I purchased at Joanns. Now, I went to Joanns just to see what they had. I was trying to check out the clearance because if you've watched Wednesday's video where I went to Michael's and was checking out their clearance, same thing happened with this Joanns. I think I went to Joanns the same day I went to Michael's, but like we went to Michael's, came home, did some stuff, ate dinner, went back out, went to Joanns because Joanns is way on the other side of town. So when I was at Joanns, I was just looking for clearance. I wasn't looking for anything in particular. I just wanted to see what they had, see what was going on, see if there's any new yarn out and all of that. And I wasn't going there necessarily to purchase anything. I was just going to see what's available, you know. And I saw this yarn and I absolutely had to grab it. So I bought it for the purpose of working up some sample swatches for this and giving you an idea, because the colorways of this yarn is what really got me. Now this is the KC, which stands for Knit and Crochet. This is a Joanns brand yarn. And the product, their labels are really fancy. They're like black, so it's supposed to be more higher end, like, you know, make you want to buy it, because it's black labels on stuff usually means high end, fancy, like buy this yarn. So that's why they do that. It's a it's a marketing thing. So it says here KC Knit and Crochet. This is the brand, and then the yarn is pearl. So this is the type of yarn, pearl. It is 70% lyocell and 30% viscose. It is 240 yards. It's a 100-gram ball. It's a small ball. It's a product of China, which ironically all the yarn I purchased this week has been China. Let me see. Where's this one from? China. What the heck? I've been buying Chinese yarn. I usually am very, I really love yarn from Turkey. It is my favorite yarn. And so usually I buy yarn from Turkey, not China. I usually don't like Chinese yarn. Anyway, this is hand wash cold, do not bleach, do not iron, do not dry clean, dry flat. Purchase sufficient quantity of one dye lot to ensure uniformity of color in your completed project. I did not do that. I bought several different colors, and I'm probably going to work them all up into one project because that's how we roll on Cinnamon Stitches. We don't like all one color. That's boring. We can't do it. So this yarn is a fine number 2. It is suggested to use a 4mm hook, 3.75 knitting needles. What got me with this yarn, let me let the camera adjust to the actual color. It's very, as you could tell, the light is shining behind it. Let me kick my light down a little bit. It's very pearlescent. It's very shimmery. Like it's not shimmery because it's not glittery, but you guys can see like it's got some serious shine to it. But that's because it's lyocell and viscose, so it's like bamboo-y. Lyocell and viscose are both, if I'm correct, I could totally be wrong on this, but this is just from my memory, are plant fibers. So it's in the same idea as bamboo, but like some are made from, I think, beechwood trees. Some of these yarns are made from, they're all plant-based yarns. So this is the shininess, and that color got to me, as did the purple. Holy man, look at that. Can you guys see? Like that is some sexy yarn. I'm sorry, it's just gorgeous. Now I have a little summer trip coming up, and we're going to a water park, and I want to make myself a bathing suit cover because some of you guys know I wear a fatkini. Okay, I got no shame in myself. I call it a fatkini. It's a bikini for a fat girl. Okay, it's a bikini. It's not a skirt-kini. It doesn't have a skirt. It is a full-on bikini. Okay, it covers just enough. I'm perfectly comfortable in it. I love it. But to be walking around, I got a lot of jiggly parts, you know? And there's probably gonna be kids around, like, you know, whatever. I just want like a nice little cover up, not because I'm ashamed I want to cover my body, just so that if I want to go and sit down at one of the places at the water park and have a little nosh or have like, you know, something to drink with my family, because I don't drink alcohol, I want a cute little cover up to go with my bathing suit. So I bought these two colors, and the purple is orchid and the bottom one is deep teal. So I bought those, and then they had these, which is a different yarn entirely. These are knit and crochet movement, but this is cotton and, does that say viscose? Cotton and viscose. Whoop, off camera. I'm trying to read one while looking at the, oh, this one's made in Turkey. That's strange. This is made in China. This one's made in Turkey. Let me do it that way. But they go together. I'm telling you, they go together. They're gonna go together. This one is a little bit different. This one's only 216 yards. This one's 240. I'll give you prices in a minute because I'm confusing myself. This one is cotton viscose. The other one is lyocell and viscose. But they're gonna go in the project together because, I mean, they can all be mashy. This one says it is a number 3. This one says it is a number 2. This recommends a 4.5 hook. This one recommends a 4. So they can absolutely be worked in a project together, and they are going to be. So this one, 216.5 yards. Machine washable, do not iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. This is the color Lavender, which is not lavender at all, if you ask me. I gotta give the camera a minute because it's way darker than that. So we got, that's what those look like side by side. And then I also got it in this color, which doesn't necessarily go with this, but it's not, I mean, I just think this is going to be so pretty all in a project together. And this one is this color. So that's what I'm working with. But while I was at it, I also grabbed a True Boo, which is 100% rayon, just so that I had enough, but also it brings in this color a little bit more. So I'm going to attempt to make myself a bathing suit cover up or something using these yarns. But I wanted to give you guys a little swatch as well, because not everyone can work with really thin yarns, and not everyone wants to, and not everyone likes working with these plant-based fibers, because bamboo especially is known as being very splitty, which it can be. And this True Boo is 100% rayon from bamboo, but this is Lion brand. See, it's got a nice shimmer to it, but it's not as shiny as the other yarns. This one is 241 yards. So prices, let's do prices. The True Boo, I paid $4.87 for it because the yarn was all on sale. So I paid $4.87 for this. The movement was $4.99, regularly $7.49. And the pearl was $4.99, regularly $7.49. So $5, $5, $5, $5, $5 about. So, not bad. Not bad. And I just really was in love with how shiny and beautiful this is. I think this is going to make a beautiful cover up. Because I have a black, I have several bikinis, but I have a black one. And I think this over a black bikini would just be absolutely gorgeous. So, that's what that is going to be. Now, let's go down to the table because I really want to work up just some swatches to show you guys what this stuff works up like and give you an idea of what it's like. Give myself an idea what it's like too, because I haven't worked with this yarn. I've never even seen it before. So, yeah, let's go down to the table and we'll see. Alright, so I'm only going to work up, make sure that's not blurry. clean off my lens real quick. I'm only going to work up crochet samples in this today because I'm going to be crocheting with this. I have no intentions of knitting with this, but I'm going to do probably the green. I'm going to work up some of the True Boo, and I'm going to work up a little bit of this one, just so I can see all three of them compared together. And actually, I'm going to work them all on one sample. So I'm going to start with the Casey Pearl, which is the Lyocell Viscose. I think the worst part about starting a sample is finding the inner workings of the yarn. I always tend to pull out too much. This yarn feels so nice. It just feels nice. But Lyocell Viscose Bamboo tends to be splitty, so we're going to keep that in mind. I have a G Plus hook, which I believe in Furl's world is, I think, a 4.25. I could be wrong. Could be a 4.5. I'm just going to work up a quick little sample. We're going to get an idea of what it looks like worked up. We're going to get an idea if it's super splitty. And I'm going to say this ahead of time. Some yarns are more splitty with different hooks. So if you find it being a little too splitty, try changing your hook and see if that helps you. I've said that lots and frequently. Sometimes you gotta change your hook. My hands are shaky today, so I'm going to apologize for that in advance. If you, of course, notice it. If you didn't notice it, we're good. We're all good. I don't know why I'm shaky today, but I haven't been feeling good, so it's probably all of that. I totally split it right there, so you see, I don't know if you can see that right there, it's split. So this is probably going to be a splitty yarn. And sometimes I notice that if it's really splitty and I'm fighting it, if I go up a hook size, it's less splitty because it gives me more room in my stitches. Also, I have not been working with my Furls hooks lately. I've been working with my Omi hooks, which have a much pointier head right here. And it's easier to get in and out of the stitches. So I may actually switch hooks in a moment and see. This yarn feels so good in my fingers. It is soft, like the softest. It's now, if you don't like slick yarns, this is a little bit slick. It's probably going to be slippery. And if you're crocheting really fast, that might be an issue for you. So another good tip for slippery yarn, use a wood hook. Wood hooks will help you and slow you down a little bit. Oops. Which I might have to take my own advice. This is very slippery. I cannot wait to make a bathing suit cover up with this because this is going to feel so nice on your skin. And bamboo tends to stay cool to the touch no matter what. So even if I'm like in the hot sun, this is not going to hold heat against my body. Although I've never made a cover up out of bamboo, so you guys will have to let me know in the comments how bamboo dries. Does it dry quickly or does it stay wet like cotton does? Because cotton stays wet and it gets heavy, and I don't know how bamboo works. Oh, I love the way this feels on my fingers. You guys know that I have skin issues and I have sensory issues, and this just, oh, I cannot wait to work with this. This works up beautifully. This works up beautifully. That first row is half double crochets. The second row is double crochets. We're going to do a row of singles. This just feels good. Now, bamboo yarns, lyocell yarns, viscose, these yarns are not for everyone. They're really not. But they make really good summer items. this would make a beautiful baby dress or a little baby sweater, like, because it would be lightweight, it would be breathable. So if you're into like baby items, did I say what are the washing instructions before I recommend that? Because I done forgot. Hand wash. Yeah, don't make a baby dress out of that. That's hand wash. I mean, it would be beautiful. If you're making it for your own baby, you don't mind hand washing, fine. But don't make it for someone else that has to hand wash it. But for me, I mean, they can, when it says hand wash, a lot of times I'll just throw it into the washing machine on gentle. I've never had a problem doing that. But, I mean, use caution when you do that. Because I don't have an agitator in my washing machine. That is so pretty. I love the way that feels. It's got amazing drape to it. It's got amazing stitch definition. You guys want to get closer so you can really see? Look at that. It's showing up on my camera more blue. So let's adjust the white balance and see if we can fix that. I think that is more accurate. Yeah, that's a little more accurate. It is a gorgeous color. It feels so good. All right, now let's do the True Boo next to it, because the True Boo is 100% bamboo. And when I saw this yarn, that's what I thought of was the True Boo. What the heck? All right, then. I'm going to show you what just happened. I center pulled that out. That's not attached to nothing. That was in the middle. So now we're going to use this because it's already cut there. And I don't have to deal with it later trying to shove it back in the skein so it fits nicely on the shelf. Now, I'm just going to attach this. And I'm going to drop the green. Because when I get done working these samples up, I will usually frog them, wrap it up into a ball, and shove it back in the hole. So that way I'm not wasting anything. You know? I'm just going to do same thing I did over there and do half doubles. My camera is doing crazy stuff. It's got a mind of its own. This one is, I think this one's, yeah, this one says it's a lightweight number 3 too. So the pearl is a number 2, the movement is a number 3, and the True Boo is a number 3. So that's going to make a difference in what we're doing. And I can tell right now this definitely is thicker than that one. But I'm not going to hold it against that. And I'm definitely going to use these all together in a project because I've done that before and it's worked out beautifully and I have no problem doing that again. I have heard horrible reviews on the True Boo. And while I have some in stash, I have not used it before. So I have heard that it's really, really splitty and it's hard to work with. So, all right, now I'm not having a problem, but I've only done one row. And that may be different if you do different stitches. And it may be different with different hooks. So these all are things that can affect. This feels just as nice in my hand as the KC Pearl. I mean, it feels just as nice. It's soft. It's smooth. My camera is trying to tilt itself again. Let me fix it. My camera is like on a mechanical arm. And the mechanical arm has a mind of its own. It absolutely, oh, see, I split it right there. Totally didn't even notice. This feels so nice. I'm not one of those people that split yarn drives me crazy. The only time split yarn drives me crazy is when I'm trying really hard to work up a project fast. Splittiness tends to slow me down. And, yeah, nobody cares for that. I don't want to be slowed down. I got things to do, but because I have some time to get this cover up made, and I'm not in a hurry to get it done, I don't think that it's going to be an issue for me. This is really soft. And I love the shimmer to it. Hi, Oreo. Please don't come in here making gross noises. These dogs have been, since I'm not feeling good, they're extra protecty. You good? You got too much pollen up your nose? Yeah? I thought so. I can't pet you right now, baby. I almost bought myself a new wind chime. And I just heard my wind chime outside and I thought about it. We went to Tractor Supply to get dog food and birdseed. And they had some really beautiful wind chimes out there. And I was like, oh, that's so pretty. But I did not. Oh, man, that feels so nice. Yeah, so the True Boo is a little bit more shiny than the KC Pearl. It's just got a higher, it's almost like reflective. It's not reflective, but it's almost coming across as if it's reflecting the light. It's so pretty. Those colors look gorgeous together. I'm telling you. Now we're going to move on. We're going to try the Movement, which is the other one. This one feels all jumbled on the inside, so we might get yarn barf. Yep, a little bit. This feels stiffer. This one is the one that has cotton in it, so I mean it makes sense that it feels stiffer. This one looks like it's a cotton base and that the viscose is wrapped around the thread, which I will show you in just one second because it's tangled. It's really, really tangled. That's terrible. I don't know what happened. And I don't know where my scissors are either. Scissors. I am always losing my scissors. Pardon me while I grab my scissors, guys. Gotta go to my project bag. You know, and I just bought new scissors from Hobby Lobby, and they're on my desk somewhere, and I can't figure out where I put them. So I'm just going to cut that knot off. Good thing it's on the end. Alright, so if you can see, it looks like the shiny part is the viscose wrapped around a cotton thread. This feels significantly stiffer than those. This feels very drapey. So if I'm going to work this up, and my idea is to work it up in stripes almost, my idea is that the stripes will probably be, with this yarn, will be a little bit thicker. Just trying to lock that in so I can crochet without fighting it. And since I am, of course, taking this all apart, it doesn't matter, because I'm just showing you guys some samples. Yeah, this is definitely stiffer. Definitely stiffer. You can feel the cotton in this way more than the bamboo on your hands. So if you have a problem working with cotton, because cotton will sometimes pull the moisture out of your hands and rub you the wrong way, that's what this feels like. However, worked up, it looks way more shiny. Like it's really enhancing the viscose look. And I split that other yarn. This is really pretty though. These colors are amazing. The only problem I have with Joanns when they do yarns like this is these yarns are mostly limited time yarns. So you have to buy them when you see them or they're not going to be there. And if you run out, good luck finding more, because, and even for this, these pearls, and as a matter of fact, the movement too. There were only a couple of different colorways left, and there was only a couple of skeins of each colorway left. So they don't order enough, I don't think, in my opinion. They don't order enough of these to really stock them responsibly so that people can come in and get like enough to make themselves a whole garment out of one color. Because there was definitely not enough of any of these to make a garment. And to me, if you're going to buy bamboo and viscose and lyocell, like it's going to be a garment. I could absolutely order more online. I could. But like, sometimes I just want to shop in the store. You know, oh, it's changing color on us. Well, that's cool. This is going to be really cool because it's going to be like a variegated. I didn't even notice that it changed color right there. On the high, I didn't notice that. Sometimes I get so programmed into what I'm crocheting, or like I'm so used to crocheting and knitting because I do it every single day of my life, that sometimes like my mind wanders and I don't even realize what I'm doing. Like I go into autopilot, you know. I'm sure you guys can relate because there's a lot of you that's been crocheting way longer than I have. That is really cool. Okay, so I don't like the way this yarn feels as much as the other ones. Like by a long shot, I don't like the way it feels. But it's working out beautiful. And it has that beautiful shininess to it from the lyocell or the viscose. This one has viscose. I just know right now, as I'm saying this, someone is in the comments telling me exactly what lyocell, viscose, and bamboo is made from. There's always somebody that does that for me. So pretty. Look at that. All right, so this first one is the pearl. Really like the way that feels and works up. I didn't particularly notice it to be splitty. I didn't really have a problem with it. I'm sure that it could be if you were crocheting it tight and you were using like the wrong hook maybe. The True Boo was a little bit splitty, but I knew that going in that it was going to be splitty, and that's the center part, and it feels really nice. It feels really nice. I wish you guys could feel this through the screen. And the movement is my least favorite for the way it feels, but it's really pretty. Look at that. Let's get you nice and close. And do you see how you can see the shininess here still? But you can also see like the dullness of the cotton, but the shine like really stands out. And I love that it's variegated. Oh, I love that. It's so pretty. Like when you look at it this way, you just never know what it's going to work up like. Because I mean, you can see that it's variegated, but you don't know that it's going to be several stitches big variegation, you know? I just never know what to expect. It's so pretty. So what do you guys think of my colors for my summer wrap? I'll give you one more look. I don't know what order they're going to go in the summer wrap. I like all of these yarns. I think that they're all, I would probably buy them all again. Actually, I'm going to say this. I would definitely buy them all again if I had the right project. I'm sorry if I'm trying to adjust the stupid arm so that you guys can see what we're working with. It's very, very pretty, very sparkly. Well, it's not even sparkly. This one almost looks sparkly. Hey! Shush. Shush. Gotta be quiet. So, I just saw that there's paint on my floor. That little man was in here. So, I like them all. They feel really nice. These are my favorites. I really, really love the darkness of that purple. It's just so gorgeous to me. So, yeah, check out Joanns for these yarns. Feel them for yourself before you purchase them. Or, I mean, you could always order them online, but I really, really am really happy with these. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to work those up into a sample. Not a sample. I already worked up into a, I think this is going to be a beautiful bathing suit cover up over a black bikini. I think it's just going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get started on that. I need to, of course, figure out the design in my head first. But I got another whole month, I think. Month and a half, maybe. Yeah, these feel so... I really like that pearl. The True Boo I've had before, so I know what that feels like. But, man, this pearl is really nice. It's really nice. And I fell in love with these two colors specifically because they're so bold and vibrant. And you guys know I love color. I love color. I love color. All right. So thank you for joining me for Yarn Porn Friday. This was definitely a good Yarn Porn Friday for me. We had some beautiful yarns, beautiful textures. I'm so happy. And I will see you Monday morning. Bye, guys.